Beloved, welcome. Welcome to episode 1 of our newest arc, The Frequency of Enough. If you caught our pre-arc conversation, you already felt the opening. This series isn't about motivation or achievement or even healing in the traditional sense. This arc is about remembering a truth you were born with and forgetting somewhere along the way. Today's episode is titled When Not Enough Becomes the Air You Breathe, and we're going to start exactly where the human story begins, in that quiet, subtle, nearly invisible field that surrounds your life. The belief that who you are, as you are, is somehow insufficient, not broken, not bad, just not quite enough. It's the most common wound on the planet, and it also is the most silent. Section 1, The Invisible Atmosphere. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine you were raised in a room filled with a faint scent, just a whisper of something in the air. The scent is so light, so constant, so normal that you don't even notice it. You live with it. You adjust to it. You breathe it without recognizing it's shaping everything. That's what the feeling of not enough is like. It is not always dramatic. It is not always loud. It's not always painful. Sometimes it feels like ambition. Sometimes it feels like improvement. Sometimes it feels like being responsible. Sometimes it feels like being realistic. But underneath all of that is a soft, persistent hum. I'll feel complete when. I'll be worthy if. I'll finally be okay once. And without realizing it, beloved, that hum becomes the oxygen you breathe. This episode isn't about blaming yourself for that. This is about seeing it, maybe for the first time. Because once you see the atmosphere, you can finally choose to step out of it. Section 2, The First Lie We Inherited. That's a moment, usually early in life, where something happens that teaches us the wrong lesson. A parent scolds us in front of someone, a teacher says you should have known better, a friend chooses someone else, a sibling shines in ways we think we can't. A faith leader tells us we need to earn our way into goodness. A culture tells us that worth is measured in production. There's always a moment, big or small, loud or quiet, and in that moment a seed is planted, not because you're weak, but because we are human. The seed says, if I were more, this wouldn't have happened. If I were different, I would be safe. The mind adopts that belief, the heart internalizes it, and the body memorizes it. And the soul waits. It waits for you to remember. Section 3, When Not Enough Shapes Your Vibration. Let's drop into the vibrational level of this. The frequency of not enough is a contractive field. It tightens, it pulls inward, it narrows your possibilities and dims your inner voice. When you live inside this field, even your wins don't feel like wins. You achieve something and instead of celebrating, you immediately think, okay, but what's next? How do I keep this up? I'm still not where I should be. Your entire inner ecosystem becomes a treadmill, and no matter how fast you run, you never arrive. But here's the truth, beloved. Enough is not a destination. Enough is a frequency, and your soul has never stopped broadcasting it. This arc is about tuning your inner dial back into that frequency, not by force, not by performance, not by pushing out the not enough, but by recognizing that not enough was never your voice to begin with. Section 4, The Moment of Recognition. Let's bring this home. I want to walk you into a simple practice of returning. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Place your hand over your chest and ask yourself, who taught me that I wasn't enough? Not to blame, not to resent, not to judge, but to bring awareness to the moment your inner atmosphere changed. Most people don't even have to dig a name, a scene, a memory rises immediately. Let it rise, then ask, was that moment telling me the truth, or was it revealing their wound? This is where the shift begins. Most of the not enough we carry wasn't born in us. It was handed to us. And beloved, anything that was handed to you, you can give it back. Section 5, the first restoration. Here's the heart of today's episode. Your enoughness is not something you grow into. It's something you awaken to. It's not your behavior, not in your achievements, not in your performance, not in your healing speed, not in your spiritual consistency, not in your protection, not in your income, not in your confidence. Enoughness is a baseline frequency of the soul. It's the energy you arrive with. It's the energy that stayed with you even when you forgot. And it's the energy we're recalibrating back into throughout this arc. This is your first step, not to believe you are enough, but to entertain the possibility that you always were. That's all you need today. Not certainty, not conviction, just the willingness to reopen that door. Section 6, closing transmission. As we close, I want to speak directly to your inner self. Beloved, you have never lived a single day where you weren't enough. You may have lived days where you thought you weren't, where you felt you weren't, where you tried to earn what was already yours, but that's not the same. Your enoughness predates your wounds. Your enoughness predates your story. Your enoughness predates the first breath. And in this arc, we are not learning something new. We are remembering something ancient. Next time in episode 2, we're going to explore the root mechanics of non-peace. The subtle ways not enough infiltrates your decisions, your relationships, boundaries, time, and identity without you even realizing it. But for now, take a breath. Feel your chest rise, feel it fall, and know this. You don't have to become enough. You only have to stop running from the truth that you already are. I love you, I see you, and I'll meet you in episode 2.